All right, we are here with Senator Tom Coburn. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Justin.
Well, in 1 minute or less, if you can, explain why you believe you're the best candidate in this race.
Justin, I think I've demonstrated in the past 6 years that I'm interested in the best long-term right thing for our country, not parties, not individuals, but what is best for us and how do we secure the future for our kids. And I think that's one of the things that's lacking in Washington. And if I'm elected to a second and final term, I'll be there to fight for the future, not for something that's to any party's political benefit.
Certainly, the economy is still the big story right now. It's still struggling, to say the least. Unemployment hovering right now above 9%. What do you think can be done specifically to create jobs and get the economy moving again?
Well, I think the first thing we have to do is create confidence in the future, and that's leadership related, and that's Congress doing what it should be doing in terms of creating an environment. The real problem today is there's a lot of money sitting on the sideline that's not being invested because people don't see a vision for the future that says there'll be reward for hard work and invested assets. So changing the dynamic and giving people confidence about the future is the number one most critical thing. The second thing is to demonstrate austerity in our budget so that people have the confidence that the government is not going to ruin the financial picture for the kids and for their grandkids. And I think if you did both those things and you did them simultaneously and you don't increase taxes in this soft economy, I think what you'd see is the American people respond as they have in the past. Right now they don't have the confidence to go out and spend and invest, which creates demand and creates jobs.
It's been a while now since the new health care law was passed. Are there parts of it you like, and what would you change about it?
Well, certainly there are some small parts of it that I like. I like making sure that we take care of people who have illness and we don't exclude them because they have an illness. But that can be done in a much more effective and less costly way than what we're doing. The health care bill is a mess. It will lead to rationing. It will lead to less care for our seniors. It will put a federal bureaucrat ultimately between you and your caregiver. It is actually worse than I thought it was. And the implications, we have over 7,000 pages of regulations already, and we've only done 5% of the bill. There's no way we're going to efficiently implement this bill without collapsing the insurance industry and switching everything over to the government, taking care of all of it.
In Washington, it seems like politics have become extremely partisan, although some would say that's nothing new. But what, if anything, can be done to fix that problem?
Well, first of all, I would disagree with that contention. I don't think it's partisan at all. I think it's all policy driven. We have an administration and a majority in Congress that's leading this country down towards socialism, where the government involves itself further and to a greater degree with less freedom for individual citizens. So the fact that we sit and fight against that, it's not Democrat-Republican. It's pro-freedom, pro-liberty, pro-individual expression versus government control and government mandate on people's lives. Those are distinct philosophical differences. One captures the vision of our founders. The other captions the vision of those who favor a socialistic style government.
Quickly, Social Security is running a deficit this year. Can it be saved?
Yeah, it will run a deficit this year and next year, and then we'll have 5 or 6 years of positives. The problem with Social Security is, number one, is we haven't walled it off, and so we've stolen the excess reserves, which is about $3 trillion. So they're not earning significant monies, at least not what they could have. But demographically, we have too few young people to support too many old people. And so it can be saved, but it means somebody that's 35 is going to have a different Social Security program than somebody that's 45 or 55. And it's going to require us making hard choices about age of retirement and contributions and payouts.
So privatizing it, in your mind, is not the way to go?
Well, I don't oppose privatizing it because there's not any private program that's been well run under very constricted, that hadn't done far better than what you could have done with the same amount of money in Social Security. The other point is, if in fact there's a portion of it that's privatized for you as a young person, that's yours. The government can't take that money. It's yours and it's yours forever. And that's the problem. If you look at African Americans in this country, they're getting cheated terribly by Social Security because their life expectancy is left.
All right, Senator, we're out of time. We
All right.
appreciate you coming in.
Justin, good to visit with you.
Thank you very much.